Hello, everyone. Welcome to the GIS podcast, the Smartcast. My name is Khushbu Singh, and in this episode, we shall be in conversation with our grade 12 toppers whose success has made all of us at GIS Ahmedabad hold our heads high in pride. We have amongst us Khushi Gupta and Harshit Chicholikar, who have grabbed the topper's position with the same percentage but in different streams. So, first of all, with stupendous 95.6 percentage in commerce stream, let us welcome Khushi Gupta.
Thank you, ma'am.
And with 95.6 percentage in science stream, let us welcome Harshit Chicholikar.
Thank you, ma'am.
First of all, congratulations to both of you on such an amazing success. You have definitely made all of us very, very, very proud. Of course, your parents, your teachers, your friends, and everyone who knows you, they all are proud of you. So, first of all, get that from all of us. Now, today I have lots of questions for you, and I am ready with them. So, I hope you are also ready with them. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sure.
Okay, so I guess I can see a broad smile on the face of Khushi because she's Khushi. And let us begin our podcast with Khushi. So, Khushi, you have emerged as a topper in grade 12. Did you expect such results? And now, when you are at the top, how does it feel?
I, of course, worked for it. With help of my teachers and my friends, my parents, they knew that I had my aim in my eyes. Like I wanted to be at the top. And now that I've achieved it, it's a different feeling. It's like it's like a stepping stone for my future. Now that I look back, it feels satisfied that I have done this.
So somewhere in your mind, you are already clear that I want to be at the top, not even second, not even third. I'll go for that.
Yes, because when you aim high, you achieve it. If you can't aim it, then it's not possible.
Absolutely, absolutely. Aiming high is one of the most important things in life. And now the same question posted back to you, Harshit. What are your views? What are your feelings on this question?
Uh, it feels good to be at the top. Like I didn't expect to be at the top because in 12th I was more into preparing for the competitive exams, but the boards and even the it was not sure that boards will take place or not. So I prepared more for competitive exams. But yeah, I did do like 1 or 2 hours for boards also. So yeah, it feels good to be at the top.
Yes, of course. And that happiness to be on the top is very much evident from both of your faces. So it's a very much a wonderful thing to be at the top. And of course, yes, aiming high. I'll always keep this in mind. And I'll also ask the listeners to keep this in mind that unless and until you aim high, you're not going to achieve something very exceptional. Now, the main important question. This, I'm sure every listener wants to know. You have been inspiring many, right? Now, once you reach at a particular level, people look upon to you as an example. They want to know what did you do. So now my next question, and I will start with Harshit. Harshit, how did you prepare for your finals and what is your secret of success?
There's nothing like secret to a success. You just have to work hard consistently. That's all. It's not like one day you think that I'll do something else today and tomorrow I'll work 2 more hours. I'll study for 2 extra hours. It doesn't work like that. You have to work hard consistently and you have to set your brain to that routine to get better results. That's all.
Okay, so what I can frame from this is that the secret to Harshit's success is consistency, consistent effort, continuous effort without making any excuse. Okay, did I frame
Yeah.
it right, Harshit?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now the same question to the smiling girl. Kushi, your
Yes, ma'am.
secret.
For me, it's like half of the preparation is done in the class. When you're listening to the teacher, being attentive, it brings concept clarity in your mind. So half of the work is done there, and when you self-study, the rest of the half is done. So for me, practicing this questions, and especially there is one thing that I was taught by my teachers was the ABC grading. So it's like when you practice in the class, you grade the questions, that which were the tough ones and which were the easier ones. So that helps in the revision process. So that
Amazing.
is like time management that needs to be taken care of. And also, apart from the academic things, we need to concentrate that on our fitness. So taking care of my sleep schedule, diet, and all that things go together with it.
Okay, absolutely. Because unless and until you are fit by your body, you are not fit by your mind. So you have to be fit. And as I always say, that we have to be fit, fine, and fantastic, doing all our work perfectly. And what I got from your answer is that focus and attentiveness in the classroom. It helps a lot. This is something in some place at times many of the students would also agree to it, that once you are paying attention to what teacher is teaching to you, your half of the work is done. And I would also agree to that. And that is the definitely one of the main key to success. And now coming on to the studies, the academic. Now ऐसा तो होगा नहीं that there is none of the subject which is not tough for you. There has to be something which was bothering you. There has to be something what you call as a tough nut to crack. Which was that subject and how did you manage to overcome that? So, Harshit, back again, we start with you.
It was maths for me. I literally didn't understand a single thing in maths when I was like in 10th and 11th. So in starting out 12th only, I thought that I'll have to like score good in maths. So I took advice from a friend, and he told me that there's nothing like a hard subject. You just don't work enough to for the subject. So I started doing questions of it. Like I started giving it more time than the other subjects. And when the questions are getting solved by you, it seems that yeah, you're progressing. And then eventually the subject, like, you start liking the subject. So yeah, it was maths for me.
Yeah, and especially with mathematics, of course, it is not actually a tough nut to crack. I would pose it that it is the toughest nut to be cracked, right? So, once when you start solving, even if it is at any grade level, whenever you start solving, and it is indeed important, because once you get an answer to the first question, there arises a sense of victory, right? As
Yeah.
if you have won a big war, and that motivates and channelizes your energy to go for the same. And I think the same would have been for Khushi as well. So, Khushi, which was the toughest nut for you to crack? And how did you manage to crack it? And actually, I must say, smash it because you scored high.
For me too, it was mathematics. Definitely mathematics. I, as Harshit said, consistency is important. You need to give more hours to the subject that you're already facing difficulty in. For me, it's like I had separated my subjects into theory and practicals. So when it's getting boring for me, I would do the practicals. And theory, which was a little weak part of mine. So when I was in a fresh mood, like in early morning, I used to go with theory. So that's again with the time management that needs to be taken care of. So yeah.
So I can understand this, that consistency is of course an important factor which leads to great result and great success. But most important thing is knowing your weak points, and that is really very important. So this would be helpful to all the listeners, that if you are aware what is the place, which is the area that you need to practice more upon, I think you will win half the battle. So now coming on to my next question, and I would definitely want Khushi to answer this first. Khushi, uh, there might have been difficult times where you might be stressed. Oh ma, it always happens. And we always believe that yes, studies should be balanced with recreation to reduce the stress during the crucial examinations. So, do you agree to it? The first question. And if yes, how did you balance your stress level?
Yes, definitely. This was the situation. And for me, I had a talk with my teachers. Definitely. They were always there for me. They were always there to motivate me what's going on, what's going wrong, where do I need to concentrate more. And there have been times where I felt very demotivated, like, am I doing this right or am I on the wrong track? So in that case, my parents were there. They told me that uh, the key to bring back your interest is you need to do different things every time. For some days, I used to go do exercises. I used to go out. That used to refresh my mind, and then from the next day, I can have a fresh start again. So that helps me in bringing back my focus again on studies.
Okay, so for you, the recreation was fitness, exercise, right? Okay,
Yes.
great. So, the same question, Harshit, what about you?
Yes, ma'am. Like I said that hard work is important, but like 1 week or 2 weeks before the exam, there's actually nothing more you can do. So like you have to release those the stress from your mind. So it's better to hang out with your friends, talk about stuffs which like it relieves your mind, and it's very important to stay focused and to be consistent.
So, it is all about accepting that, okay, now it's the day and nothing else is going to happen, and we have to just keep calm and give our best foot forward, right?
Yeah.
So, you don't have to worry about it. Now, when I was talking to Kushi about the recreation and about the stress and everything, a very interesting thing came up where she shared that the teachers have been a great support whenever she had any doubts. She used to talk to the teachers, and of course the place of a teacher cannot be taken by anyone else. So the great teacher, the great mentor, so how did that person motivate you, and how were they the solid support for us in this crucial times? Because of course 12th board, the future deciding segment of your life, and at that time if you are having the perfect mentors with you, it becomes easy. So how did you get that, and do you really agree to this, Kushi?
Yes, ma'am. Teachers have definitely helped me a lot because during this pandemic, there was no certainty about the board exams. When are they going to happen? And that was a separate thing going on in your head. Like, when will the exams take place? How will I perform? And do I even have that enough time to prepare? So, my teachers, of course, I talk to them. They're like, you need to focus on what you're doing today. You don't need to worry about the exams. It's just keep on practicing. It's just going to benefit you. Else there have been times where I was not aiming high. I was demotivated, like I wouldn't be able to achieve this much. I kept my targets low, but my teachers have motivated me that I can achieve it. They kept my targets high, so they are the drivers of my vehicle. They have taken me to the
Lovely.
sides.
Lovely, lovely. Wonderfully placed. Drivers of your vehicle. What about you, Harshit?
Yeah, they did help us a lot. They were like they used to take regular like school class tests, and they even scolded us for slacking off in the time of pandemic. And yeah, this would not have been possible if it wasn't for the teachers.
Absolutely right. This would not have been possible without the support of the teachers. But here we also need one more strong pillar who is actually holding you high and strong in all difficult times, and that is your parents. So, how well they bound you, how well they were there with you, and what role did they play in your success? We begin with Harshit.
They like since a very young age, I was a smart kid. So they did not look much into my studies. But like, yeah, they do check up on me regularly to make sure that I'm like mentally fit and like I'm not low at any times.
Okay, so they actually wanted you to just live perfectly fine without any
Yeah,
stress,
they
right?
trusted me to be like they knew
They
that I'll
knew
do good
that
in studies.
he'll do it. Okay, he'll
Yeah.
do it. So that was completely, a different area. So you were actually in your comfort zone while preparing for your exams. And I think your parents provide you with an environment which was very comfortable. So at one place of time, the teachers at JS Ahmedabad, they were working hard for you, providing you motivation. And on the other hand, you had your parents who were giving you completely comfortable environment. So this combination made you succeed. Now the same question coming to Khushi. Khushi ji, tell me.
Same thing, ma'am. My parents never made me feel the pressure of getting good marks. They instead made sure that I do things apart from my studies. That they took care of my sleep schedule. They took care of my diet. They early morning. I remember my dad used to come and he used to take me for a walk every morning at 5 o'clock. So I remember those times. He has been there in my journey for everything. Like he has seen the results. He has asked me why, what's going on wrong. He has suggested me things. Even deciding my career, he has played a major role in it.
Absolutely true. Because the parents know that the dreams that you have seen for yourself will only be fulfilled if you trust it on your own self. And for that, it is very important for them also to tell you that it's okay to not be okay. And that is one of the most important thing that every parent nowadays must teach their child. And even from this platform, even we would like to tell that it's okay to be not okay. That's fine. High and low always come in the life, but you have to just feel comfortable. Take a deep breath and start fresh. And then you will be, successful and powerful like our two champions today. Now, the last question. And this last question I'm going to shoot at Harshit first, and then I'll come to Khushi. So, Harshit, topper, grade 12, highest percentage, super happy feelings.
Yeah.
My question to you is, what are your future plans and what message would you like to give to the society?
Um, my future, like I did decently good in the competitive exam, so I think I'll get a a good college. So I think yeah, I'll graduate and get into a good core IT branch because I like IT and CS, and it has reflected into my results also. And yeah, I also wanted to become a Air Force pilot since I was a child. So yeah, if things work in favor, I might get into the Indian Air Force.
Lovely, lovely. I mean, like, so then we would have one of the greatest star in the sky as well, right?
Yeah.
So, best wishes. And what would you like to tell to the society? Because I'm sure that during your entire journey with JIS Ahmedabad, you might have come across various life skill lessons, various observations, various programs where you have been actively participating in. So, from all of those, what were your learnings? Which would you like to present it to the society? That okay, now it's my 12th, I'm graduating. These are few learnings which have helped me, and this is my message to you all people.
I want to be an asset to the country. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing good for the country.
Okay, so
And
I think I will put it up in this way that Harshit has decided to serve the country, and for that, his message to all of us is keep on doing good, keep respecting your country, keep respecting your culture, and in a nutshell, patriotism is the message that Harshit is delivering to us. And
right.
now, coming on to Khushi. Khushi, future plans and your message to
Yes,
the society.
ma'am. I'm currently preparing for my CA foundation. I want to become a chartered accountant, and my message to the society would be first thing I keep in mind is to be independent. I feel that if I want to pursue my career, I need to work for it. I need to be independent, self-motivated, so that I don't need to be dependent on anyone. I have to be the one to be blamed for my results. So that's what I've learned in school actually. Being going out, meeting new people, socializing, hosting events is one of the things that I've learned. So that helps me out in public speaking. Now, when in the class I have to speak in around 200 people around me, it doesn't bother me. That confidence that I've gained in the school is very helpful to me now. So the activities need to be no, you have to engage in a lot of activities. It's not just academics that you need to concentrate on.
Okay, so this message was for the children that, dear children, just don't run after the academics. The activities that are planned in the school are a biggest platform for you to showcase your talent, and the results are in front of you. Now, Khushi, when you are working hard with your future plans, as I asked it to Harshit as well, what would be one that value that you would like to give from your end to the society for all your listeners to learn, imbibe, because I'm sure they would definitely want to know that what does Harshit has done is Harshit has to convey, and what Khushi wants to convey. So your words for that.
I feel the value needs to be, as I said earlier, be independent, be responsible for your own acts. So, you know, being having a positive vibe in you makes the environment positive around you. So, people around you be motivated with you, and that's what keeps you at peace. Be happy. That's the thing I would.
Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I would also agree to this, and would like to support Khushi's statement that yes, self dependency, you have to be very much independent, and more important than being independent, you have to be accountable for the things that you do. Accountability comes with integrity, and integrity comes when you are sincere efforts filled with terms of dedication, determination, and discipline flare up together to make a wonderful mixture of your character. So it was fantastic talking to both of you. Thank you so much for joining us and taking time to speak to us. I am sure hundreds of students will be inspired today by your journey. So thank you so much, Harshit and Khushi.
Thank you.
And thank you to the audience for tuning in.
Thank you, ma'am.
So please head on to our Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube channels and leave a comment. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, this is me, Khushbu Singh, signing off. Stay safe. Goodbye.